So,
Ah,
how's it going?
uh, I'm sorry because I have some day off.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. You just took one day off, which is yesterday. Yeah, you just
we
took
have
one day off, which is yesterday. So I think it's still okay. Yeah.
okay.
Okay. So
I
how about?
still I still have a have a cough, but
Yeah,
I think I should try to study.
yeah. So you still have a problem with your health. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think maybe it affects my lung, but today I don't want to go. I didn't want to go to the hospital, so
Mm-hmm.
I decide to make an appointment to see the doctor. But con không dùng con con cất ở dưới cái trụ để xoay cái gì? Con đi ra ngoài đi, con ra ngoài. Dạ, con ra ngoài đi. Dạ, con ra ngoài. But
So,
he had a business trip,
mm-hmm.
so I couldn't go to see the doctor,
Yeah.
and I think I I should continue to take medicine.
Oh, yeah. So is that your private doctor?
No, uh, no. In Vietnam, it's impossible to have a private doctor.
Okay.
My aunt recommend introduce me to me
To see
his
him?
him, and I um, I I I really don't want to go to check to check my health,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why?
but I I I don't like I don't like the environment of uh,
Hospital.
a doctor's office or a hospital.
Because you think that place is usually crowded or something like that.
I don't like the smell of
Ah,
medicine.
yeah. Yeah.
And when I arrive the doctor office, I'm so scared.
Oh.
Maybe everybody almost think that if if they go to see the doctor, maybe the doctor will find some disease
Yeah, I got it.
inside their body.
Yeah, I got it. I understand. I understand what you are saying. So in this, okay, in this morning, so today, in this morning, I went to the hospital to have a regular checkup. Yeah, and everything seemed to be normal except I have to, I have a very small problem related to my heart. Mhm. So the a doctor told me that I need to go back to the hospital again next month in order to check again my health. But everything seems to be okay because he told me that in order to get in order to solve this problem with my health right now, I need to go to do exercise more. Yeah. So yeah, okay, that's it. Yeah, everything seems to be normal because I went to the hospital in the morning. Uh, because actually recently, a lot of my friends um, also have to go to the hospital to have their regular checkup, and they told me that they had a lot of problem with their health. So they advised me to go to the hospital as well to find out what is happening with my health during 2 years after graduation. I didn't do anything related to something kind of. So basically, I didn't take care of myself after graduation. 2 years.
If you uh, if you do exercise frequency
Yeah.
and eat good food,
Mhm.
maybe there are not any problem with your
Mm,
health.
yeah, I think so. Yeah. So actually, today it it's kind of funny because the topic that we learn in this month is all about health. Okay.
Yeah.
So did you watch the video of this lesson today?
Yeah, I have 3 days to prepare, but I almost couldn't pay attention to the lesson
Mm-hmm.
because when I read when I read or speak English um, or speak Vietnamese, I will I will have a cough.
Yeah.
Yeah, this lesson in this lesson there are many information and I couldn't remember all the content of it, and there are some sentences I can't understand.
Yeah.
Maybe I I will read this lesson, and after you can check and ask me something, and you can see how I can understand
Yeah.
about this lesson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you because the lesson that we are going to learn today is kind of
Yeah,
long. Okay.
and there are many new vocabularies, and
Yeah.
it is so hard to read
Yeah.
or remember its meaning.
Yeah, of course. Um, but so yeah, actually, you don't need to remember the lesson
Yeah,
because all you need to do is so. So I want you to understand the lesson, not remember the lesson. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So let's get okay. So now we are going to go on to the lesson to the new lesson today, and
yeah,
okay, let's get started. As always, you will be the one who reads the entire conversation for me.
yeah.
So is okay?
Okay. These are my assistants, Coleman and Phil. They are both around the same height, weight, and consequently, they have the same body mass index or BMI. But if you split them open, Damien Hirst's style of just compare the results of their body scans, you can see a slight difference. Phil has more body fat than Coleman, and Coleman has more muscle than Phil. Although BMI is a popular measure to assess if a person's weight might be putting them at risk for obesity-related disease, its results can be pretty misleading and less uh, nuanced than we'd like. So the BMI is an index that looks at somebody's body weight divided by their height. So the formula is the body weight in kilograms divided by the height in square meters. 18.5 and below is underweight. No. 18.5 to 24.9 is your healthy range. 20.5 to 25.9 is overweight, and a BMI over is 30. 30 is classified as obese, with the idea being that the taller somebody is, the more they should weight. Kind of weight. How a single decimal point can separate being overweight.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of weight. How a single decimal point can separate being overweight from being obese. The major problem with using BMI as a marker of health when it comes to body weight, because it penalizes you. If you have a lot of muscle and you're healthier. Let's use professional athlete Marshall Lynch as an example. He's 5'11", 215 pounds, and his BMI is 30. He'd be categorized as obese. That's because BMI doesn't distinguish muscle from fat. We are really concentrating on how much muscle does somebody have, because muscle is a metabolic engine. Is the thing that burns calories, and the more muscle you have, the easier it is for you to stay at lower and healthy body fat percentage, not necessarily a BMI. In this way, BMI's reliability as an indicator of health breaks down for athletes like Lynch. There are several more variables that can influence the interpretation of BMI, things like age, gender, and ethnicity. While BMI is a useful health measure for a large population study, for example, to compare relative obesity rates from state to state, it becomes more problematic when you use it to determine an individual's health. The body mass index was introduced in the early 19th century. The guys who created the formula, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna butcher his name, Lambert Adolf Jacques Collet, wasn't even a physician. Collet was a Bayesian mathematician, and his reason for creating the formula was to study the normal man, not obesity. It used shifters to study obesity because of ankle keys. In 1972, Keys used the formula in his index of relative weight and obesity study, renamed the formula to body mass index, and from there the new measure caught among researchers over the years. It's used the health professional field grew, and it's pretty much stuck around since. It's easy to use, cheap, fast, and it's right about 80% of the time. So even though BMI has stuck around for more than 200 years, it's not the be-all and end-all health indicator. There are more other ways to assess to body composition and overall health. Hydrostatic weighting or underwater weighting is an option, along with MRI scans and waist-to-hip ratio. Medical tests like checking blood pressure, your glucose levels, resting metabolic rate can further give a picture of overall health. I went to George Washington University and lab director Charles Miller showed me another way, using dual energy X-ray absorptiometry or DEXA image. It measures total body composition, including fat mass, lean body mass, and bone density. So the green is the areas where the body is very lean. The yellow areas are the moderate fat, and the red areas of high fat. So this person was here July 3rd, the 3rd, has 72 pounds of fat and 105 pounds of muscle. And in December the 27th of this year, he had at 37 pounds of fat in 115 pounds of muscle. Using this chart, you can see if this person stepped on the scale, they only see they lost 29 pounds. What the scale wouldn't say is that they gained 6 pounds of muscle, and BMI wouldn't say that either. So even if two people have similar BMIs, that one number will never truly give either of them the full picture of their overall well-being. BMI is an BMI is an indirect measurement of one aspect of an individual health. So while it can be helpful, it shouldn't be the only way to understand the human body.
How do you feel right now?
I feel tired.
Yeah, yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. Okay, so can you look at the screen a little bit?
Yeah,
so,
I can see.
In the sentence that I highlight in the blue color, there are some words which is missed. Okay, the yellow are areas of moderate fat, and the red are areas of high fat. Okay, so we need to put R here. Okay.
R.
Yeah.
Yellow R.
So because in the old PowerPoint, we missed, okay, in the old PowerPoint we missed the R here.
Yeah.
Okay, but when I listen to the audio again, I find out that we need to put R here.
Yeah.
If we don't, the sentence doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Areas.
Because sometimes I need to listen to the audio again in order to check the transcript. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm gonna give you some questions related to the video. So the first question is, what is BMI?
BMI is the is body mass index. Is the index related height, relate to height, weight of the body.
So, what is the formula of BMI?
Formula of BMI. The formula of BMI is the body weight in kilograms divided by the height in square meters.
So, who is used as an example, and for what problem?
The person is used as an example is Marshall Lynch. He is an athlete.
Yeah, that's right. That's correct.
And
so what's the problem?
He's 5'11" and 250 pounds, and his BMI is 30. And that means he's categorized as obese. But because BMI doesn't distinguish muscle from fat.
So obese, okay? Obese and obesity. And obese when we want to obese function as an adjective, okay? And obesity function. So let me explain to you again. Obese function as an adjective, and obesity function as a noun. Okay.
Yeah. I thought obese is a noun and obesity is an adjective.
Yeah. So now you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your answer is right, but I want to make it short. So according to the BMI, so now his BMI is 30. So he is considered as an obese person. Okay, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's not, because he is an athlete. So there are a lot of muscle in his body, but the BMI doesn't count that factor. So maybe which means there is a problem about that.
Yeah.
So I just try to use another way to answer the question. Okay.
Okay.
So when can BMI become problematic?
Problematic. The BMI become.
So be careful. Be careful with this pronunciation. Problematic. Okay. Problematic.
Problematic. The
Okay,
BMI become problematic when
becomes
problematic
when
you use it to determine an individual health.
Determine.
Determine.
Yeah. Determine. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So was right about 80% of the time.
What right about 80% of time? 80% of time.
So
right?
what is right about 80% of the time? So now you need to look at 80%.
I can see, but I don't understand this uh, this sentence. It used to have professional field view and it's really much stuck around sin.
Yeah. So what you mean? Over the years, we can use BMI as a tool to measure an individual health, but because it's very cheap, it's easy to use, and it's right about 80%. So for example, when okay,
right.
yeah, you understand?
It's right about 80% of the time.
Yeah. So which means we cannot say that if you want to use BMI as a tool to measure individual health, you cannot say that you can just it 100%. Okay, you only just it maybe 80%. You cannot.
What are you?
You cannot believe in BMI 100%. Because you can also see the athletes as an example. Yeah, they're very special example about you cannot believe in BMI 100%. So should BMI be the only way to understand the human body?
Be the only way to understand the human body. There are a human body.
Yeah.
BMI is an indirect measurement of one aspect of in an individual's health.
Individual, not dual.
Individual.
Yeah.
Individuals.
Health.
So why it can be helpful? It shouldn't be the only way to understand the human body. That mean BMI is not the only way to understand the human body.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think because although this lesson today is kind of long, but I just give you a few questions in order to give you in order to make you understand more this. Okay, so again, let me explain to you a little bit. Yeah. So although the lesson today is kind of long, I just give you a few questions related to the video, and then when you answer the question, you somehow to understand the content of this lesson today. So, okay, so can you tell me what is the point of the lesson today?
The point.
So what is the main idea of the lesson today?
I think the main idea of the lesson is introduce about the MBI and but MBI is the index to talk about an individual's healthy
Yeah.
a basic is a basic measure
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
right.
popular measure, but sometimes is not exactly
Yeah.
to talk about individuals' health
Mm-hmm.
because um, because the weight include the include the the include
Hello. Hi. Can you say something?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
The weight in contain include muscle and fat
Mm-hmm.
index, and if uh, we just uh, based on the uh, BMI, is can show it can is not exactly
Yeah.
because when you have a high weight,
Mm-hmm.
you have you have a high weight. When if you have a loss of muscle, it's uh,
Muscle.
muscle muscle.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, you should you should have a high BMI,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe is you should be um, classified as obese,
Mm-hmm.
and um, maybe I just think that is it talk about many problem around MBI, but uh, I think MBI is not only the way to assess uh, human health.
Yes, that's true. I agree with you. Yeah, we actually yeah, that's true. So in the lesson today, we talk about how useful the BMI is. Although there are some problems related to the BMI, they are not 100% true. We can use it as a tool to measure our health because it is useful, it's cheap, and it's easy to use. Okay, and so, for example, in this lesson today, we need to include some kind of factor like uh, what is your job and what kind of person you are. So, for example, if you are an athlete, maybe you will be you will have a little more weight compared to a normal person. Yeah, and yeah. So at the end of the lesson, we have a lot of tools in order to measure an individual health. So basically, although BMI is on the one hand, BMI is very useful, but on the other hand, BMI shouldn't be the only way to measure our well-being. Okay, so yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think that's it. I think that is the end for the lesson today. And the lesson today, I want you to answer some question. Okay, you don't need to record the conversation again because okay. So in the video, you need to tell me what is a BMI. Okay, what is the formula of BMI? Okay, and the third question is, should BMI be the only way to understand the human body and why?
Yeah.
So, and then maybe you need to give me some examples to demonstrate your ideas in the third question.
The third question. Yeah.
Yeah. So the first question is, what is the BMI and how to calculate it? Okay.
Yeah.
And the third one is, should BMI be the only way to understand human body? Maybe you need to give me some example why we actually know that is not the only way, but you need to give me more example about that. Maybe yeah. So basically, I need you to apply the knowledge into your answer. Okay, I need you to apply the knowledge that we have learned today into your answer.
Knowledge. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and also you can know some knowledge mean like, so to be honest, before we have a lesson today, I actually don't know what BMI is. Actually, there is someone telling me about that, but I actually don't care. But now I do know BMI is a way to measure our health, but it's not the only way. Okay.
Yeah. I know about BMI
Yeah.
for a long time when I was a student,
Mm-hmm.
and at that time I am a leader of a club about aerobics. You know,
Mm. Yeah.
yeah, I have 4 years experience
Wow. Wow.
to teach Arabic. So so that I have a BMI so nice for a long
Wow.
time,
Yeah.
and just and until until although I I have my daughter, I still keep my body and my BMI uh, in I forgot this.
You are trying to looking for some vocabularies to describe your
Yeah,
ideas.
yeah.
Okay.
And I I uh, I have ever calculated my BMI, and it's always in uh, 15 to 20.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that is good.
And
So
19 to 19 to 20 is very good.
Oh, congratulations. I actually don't want
Because
to. I really afraid. I'm so afraid that my BMI is not good. So that is the reason why I don't want to calculate my BMI. So
maybe you should do gym.
yeah, I
I
do.
really,
I
I
used to
really.
go to the gym. I used to go to the gym when I was in college, but after that I feel so lazy. Yeah, yeah.
I
Okay.
really like sport, and I have a I have an attend attendant attention.
Mhm.
Dự định.
Attention. You have. You mean you have ability? Ability.
No, no, I mean I have a plan in the future. If
Uh,
I if I can't apply to, if I can find, I can look for a good job. I have a plan about relate to yoga.
yeah, very great.
Yeah.
That sounds very great. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I
That is
think
the yeah. Yeah,
okay
that is
because
the
you
end
have
for the lesson today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you
Bye. Good
and
night.
see you tomorrow. Good night.
Yeah.